A U.S. airman was just killed by an uncommanded discharge from his SIG P320. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard about this, so let's talk about it. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Adam, aka the Hot and Fuzzy, and today we're going to be talking about the SIG P320. Okay, so the SIG P320 was adopted back in 2017, and since then we have seen at least 8 different instances of uncommanded discharges and different things like that going on. And I would love to be able to get my hand on like a dozen M17s to be able to play with them and rack the slides and just see if I can get anything to happen. I mean, here's a couple of things I would do with them if I got a hold of a few of them. Hey guys, I just found this bag of recalled P320s. Does anybody want to play hot potato? You guys remember in Jackass #2, the bit called Electric Avenue, where they ran down the hallway with all of the tasers hanging from it and they had to like go through the obstacle course? Imagine that same thing, but with a bunch of loaded P320s. Well, nobody wanted to play hot potato, so I guess I don't really need these. Hey, do you guys remember those plastic clacker toys on a string from when we were a kid? Don't try this with a couple of SIG P320s. But all jokes aside, this has been a continuous issue for the past several years. There have been, like I said, at least 8 different instances of uncommanded discharges from these guns between the drop safety and whatever is going on with this sear issue that's causing these uncommanded discharges. Because a gun shouldn't ever go off by just sitting it down, even if it's cocked, racked, and loaded. That's just crazy to me that it went off, and there is definitely some kind of issue. But we've been seeing issues with the SIG P320 really since its adoption. And if you've seen Ian from Forgotten Weapons video on this, he makes an excellent point. And it's that the SIG P320 is kind of based off of the design of the SIG P250. And a lot of the problems really do probably stem from that old design. And this whole thing of SIG not owning up to the actual thing when it happens and not just taking in all of the guns, recalling them, and stopping that as soon as it happens really shot themselves in the foot. I don't know if SIG realizes how much damage this is doing to their marketing, but you could not pay me enough to be a member of SIG Sauer's PR team right now. Who knows, we might see a total different sidearm coming out of the US military. And I think at this point, not that many people would be upset to go back to Grandpappy's old 1911. And even something like a Glock 17, you can load this thing with a round in the chamber and use it as a hammer if you want to, and this thing's not gonna go off. I get it, it didn't get the contract because it doesn't have a safety, but can't we just train people that the real safety is between your ears? I don't think anybody really exactly knows what's going on. And I don't really think that SIG even knows what's going on. I'll see you in the next one.